I don't know if you've noticed, but YouTube has gotten rid of your ability to add a dislike or see other people's dislikes on almost every video on their platform. Now, why would they do this? We're going to explore that in this video. Thank you guys for coming back to High Impact Flicks, and thanks for joining me on this premiere. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know, and don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflicks.com, and visit my backup channel called Here's the Deal and my other backup channel called Grease Monkey Videos. Those links will be in the description below. Let's go ahead and get into the video. People ask me all the time, "Hey Brian, do you really use that keto elevate stuff, and does it really work?" The answer is yes and yes. Never in my entire life have I lost body fat so quickly. Not even in my prime at 25, which is over 25 years ago. I'm approaching 54 this year. If you want to support the channel and do your health a favor, grab some with my link in the description. I wanted to talk about this because if you notice that on YouTube videos now, there is a dislike button, but if you click it, it doesn't increase the views of the dislike. And I want to, actually, I haven't even tried this yet. Let's go ahead and do this live right here. Let me open up a window. Let me open up a browsing window. Let's go to White House. Oops. Let's go to the White House official YouTube channel.
President Biden.
And okay, so here's the White House official YouTube channel. Let's open up President Biden on the bipartisan infrastructure deal. Let's open that up.
Finally.
Yep, look at this. I think now, because Joe Biden hates the First Amendment, he doesn't give a damn what Americans say. He doesn't give a damn if they weigh in. He doesn't want them to weigh in on the White House official website. By the way, the buck stops with him. I don't care who runs his website. He has everything to do with this. Look at this. First of all, they turn off the comments. Look down here. Comments are turned off for the White House official YouTube channel. And now there are no dislikes. Oh, you know what else I want to look at? I want to look at maybe what YouTube had in mind when they got rid of the ability to dislike. I'm going to show you their reasons for it. Maybe what they had in mind is, we need to safeguard Joe Biden. It's kind of funny that when Donald Trump had his White House official YouTube channel, the dislikes and the likes were enabled. And it's interesting to me that Donald Trump allowed comments and the free thought and free expression of Americans and people throughout the world to flow through the YouTube channel, unlike creepy Uncle Joe here. But what I want to take a look at is, I want to look at that Today show. Let's see, today, let's see, what is it? Remember that Today show? Oh no, it was Good Morning America. It was Good Morning America. I didn't even know that kid has his own channel. That's sad. Let's see. Today show, Desmond is amazing. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at this. Guys, this is one of the most highly, this thing right here where they put this kid, I'm not going to mention his name, on a pedestal, and they applaud some messed up, perverted thinking on this show. I got to be careful what I say in this live stream. But look, I'm surprised they haven't disabled the comments under this video. I'm shocked because look, this thing's been up since November 2nd, 2018. But this is one of the reasons I think, this is just my opinion, this is one of the reasons I think YouTube disabled the dislike button. Now, if you're a YouTube content creator, you can find out what your like and dislike ratio is, but anybody else watching your video doesn't take a look at that. They can't see it. All they see is this, that it only has 4,000 likes. And then maybe some people could get the impression that maybe this thing only has 100 dislikes. Guys, this has 1.2 million views. I think the last time I looked at this dislike was over 65,000 dislikes. And you can tell from the comments that the dislike ratio is through the roof. Look, Mark Dice still has the #1 comment under this video. This boy's parents and everyone involved with this segment should be in prison. A frickin' man. I came here expecting comments supporting this. Never been so proud to be wrong. The creepo meter on the dad is so high it broke. Here's the dad right here. What is going on? And the Good Morning America crew was so excited to roll this out. They're just so clueless. Clueless. It's like you guys are applauding the facilitating of hypersexualizing a little bitty kid. What is wrong with you? This makes me look at these people right here. The Good Morning, let's see. Here's the Good Morning America crew. Here's the people that applauded this. Listen to how happy they are. Listen.
AKA Desmond is amazing.
Oh, this is so incredible. It makes me look at these people right here and go, are they willfully blind? Did they really not know what's going on? Did they really not know what they're doing here? What is really going on here? What happens in their houses when they don't think the cameras are rolling? This is, yes, exactly. This is conditioning. This is conditioning the minds of the masses to just accept this. Come on, this is your new normal. Get into it. Stop complaining about it. Get on board with us. It's perfectly normal for little kids to be marching down the street with 75-year-old naked men dressed like women. That's perfectly, made up like women, and they're naked, and you're doing this in front of kids. Yeah, perfectly normal. No. Ain't never going to accept that. I like what Christian Murray said. Is no measure of good mental health to be considered well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. And I can't think of anything more profoundly sick than this kind of stuff right here. So getting back to what YouTube has done, they've basically essentially disabled, in a sense, any outsider that's not the content creator, disabled the dislike button. And I think that two of those reasons are because of the White House website is getting pummeled with dislikes. Why? Because people literally don't like it. Or the Good Morning America, it's getting pummeled with dislikes and bad comments. Why? Because people don't like it. I personally think that under this Good Morning America thing right here, that they just forgot to disable the comments. But then again, on the other hand of it, maybe they are that clueless. I don't think so though. I think all this is planned. So listen to what YouTube's excuse is for disabling the comments. This is under an update to dislikes on YouTube. The dislike count will be private across YouTube, but the dislike button will remain. At YouTube, we strive to be a place where creators of all sizes and backgrounds can find and share their voice. To ensure that YouTube promotes respectful interactions between viewers and creators, we introduced several features and policies to improve their experience. And earlier this year, we experimented with the dislike button to see whether or not changes could help better protect our creators from harassment and reduce dislike attacks. Well, if they're going to use that reason for the dislike button, why wouldn't they just turn around and just get rid of comments altogether? Because that's where you get your real harass. I mean, you want to see some seriously harassing words? Hey, look in the comment section. They can skip over the dislikes and go, oh, this video sucks. Another thing too is, at a glance, if you want to look at a YouTube video, one of the first things I look at is the like versus dislike ratio. And by that I determine, hey, like if let's say you're a mechanic, okay, and you have a mechanic YouTube channel, and I need to change my starter or my brake pads. And I'm looking around on YouTube to see what's the best way to do it. One of the best ways I can find out the audience engagement and if this was a good video or not, so I don't have to waste my time looking at a 7.5 minute video on how to change disc brakes. I look at the like versus dislike ratio. If it's a high dislike ratio, I move on to the next one. I don't even waste a second with it. Now you're not going to be able to tell that unless unless the comments are enabled and you go, hey, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Go to another video. You're welcome. I think I don't want my dislikes on my YouTube channel to be disabled. I want to know what people dislike, and then I look and then that alerts the content creator to look in your comments and go, hey, okay, see what people are saying about this. What problem do people? This is a censorship move, guys. And it's a censorship move that doesn't benefit, just like all censorship. No censorship benefits anybody at no time ever. You can blanket that across the board. Those who burn books today will be burning bodies tomorrow. Are there things that are unpalatable, unsavory, offensive, things that you don't really want to see? Yes. Then don't watch them. Don't click on it. Don't turn the channel to it. Don't engage with it. I don't need a parent telling me what they think I can or can't watch. As part of this experiment, viewers could still see and use the dislike button, but because the count was not visible to them, we found that they were less likely to target a video's dislike button to drive up the count. And does that happen? Of course. When that guy whose name begins with a Z and that other guy whose YouTube channel begins with an R started dogging me, the dislike button, they pounded the dislike button. Hey, it's part of the territory, as they would say in Australia. But hey, note the coloration of that dislike button. Oh, it's part of the territory. In short, our experiment data showed a reduction in dislike attacking behavior. We also heard directly from smaller creators and those just getting started that they are unfairly targeted by this behavior. Maybe they just hate your video. Maybe you need to see the dislikes. See, sometimes truth is hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. Maybe you need those dislikes to get you over this hump in life. Maybe you need a little adversity so that you can grow as a person. It's like, no, we'll protect you. Don't worry. We're mommy and daddy Google. We'll keep those mean little dislike attacking behaviors. We'll keep those off your table so you don't have to deal with them. That makes weak people. Weak people. What does it say? Good times make weak men. Weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. But then those good times come right around and bite you right back in the ass because those good times make those weak men again. That's what YouTube wants to do. Wants to create weak men and women who can't take criticism. Oh my God, my dislike ratio is horrible. Well, okay, this gives you an opportunity to reassess. Now YouTube is taking that opportunity away from people. Doesn't do anybody any good. And our experiment confirmed that this does occur at a higher proportion on smaller channels. Based on what we've learned, we're making the dislike counts private across YouTube. That'll make you feel better, won't it? Yeah. But the dislike button is not going away. This change will start gradually rolling out. Listen to these excuses right here from this guy.
Hey folks, you may have seen a while back that YouTube announced it was experimenting with...
Oh, he's a creator liaison. He's going to speak for me. Oh, okay.
Making dislike counts private to only the creator of the video. Now, if you're like me, you were surprised by that. I mean, I've always thought seeing the number of dislikes on a video helps us know as viewers if it's a good video or not. If it...
You thought right. You thought absolutely right. And not only should the creator know this is a good video or not, but the person who might come to that creator's video needs to know if it's good or not. Stop manipulating things. Stop trying to make a perfect world for everybody because you're actually ruining it. Ruining it. Look, how long has YouTube been online now? What is it? What was it? 2003, 2004? I don't even know. They'll say it was 2004. That's 17 years. So it's been working fine for 17 years, and now all of a sudden they're going to take away the dislike button or make it private?
It's a helpful tutorial or not. Or if what a creator is saying in their video is generally agreed with or not. But unfortunately, research teams at YouTube have found there's this whole other use for disliking a video that I had never experienced as a creator, and you may not have either. Apparently, groups of viewers are targeting a video's dislike button to drive up the count, turning it into something like a game with a visible scoreboard. And it's usually just because they don't like the creator or what they stand for.
Okay, so on the one hand, it can be seen as a useful tool, not only for the content creator to let him know if he's doing a good job or a bad job and to modify his content accordingly, but for people who look at that content creator's videos to see, hey, is it even worth my time to watch this? That's on one side of the scale. The other side of the scale is people who misuse the dislike button. So they hold on a greater part of the scale that dislike kamikaze method by which people pile into the room, which I bet you anything is super freaking rare because you got to be an absolute, you got to have nothing to do with your life. Nothing to do with your life but sit on the couch and eat bonbons to be just mass disliking videos and then calling all your friends and going, go over to this person's video right here and dislike it. I bet compared to regular people who don't abuse the like versus dislike button. I bet that is so far down on the scale. I think what's weightier in this situation is for somebody when they come to a video to know whether it's a good video or not before they click the play button. That is a stupid, stupid business move. And I'm saying this as a content creator who could get a bunch of dislikes for saying that.
That's a big problem when half of YouTube's mission is to give everyone a voice. So earlier,
give everyone a voice unless you're of a particular political persuasion. Give everyone a voice unless you're not sodomizing Satan like Lil Nas X is. Giving people a voice unless you're trying to call for violence and mayhem in the streets like Eminem does. We'll give those people voices, but we're going to actually limit and shadow ban and actually issue community guideline strikes for these people right here who actually want to do real journalism. They give people like CNN a voice, but they take away the voices of people who would actually question that narrative. Huh. Yeah, that's a lot. There's lies all over this video.
Here in 2021, YouTube experimented with making the public dislike count private to see if it would help reduce these coordinated dislike attacks across the platform. And
oh, that is actually Overpriced Salami says, where is this video so I can dislike it? Let's see. Let's go to the actual YouTube. Let's go to the YouTube channel. See, look, that you can't dislike it. Look. Oh, the good thing they didn't turn comments off. Read more FAQs today. You're not doing this to help small creators. Tell the truth, please, is the first. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Overpriced Salami. I would have totally forgot about going to this video right here. 15,000 likes for Lewis Rossman, who says, you're not doing this to help small creators. Tell the truth, please. Truly disgusting that YouTube would do such a horrible thing. Truly disgusting that YouTube. Look at this. Look, everybody's going, truly disgusting that YouTube would do such a horrible. Another 41,000 likes, guys. Another stupid and unnecessary change that only hurts the actual creators on this platform. YouTube is so out of touch, it's astonishing. Look, people are just slamming, truly disgusting that YouTube would do such a horrible thing. This isn't 33,000 likes. Guys, I cannot remember a video that only has 2.1 million views. It was released November 10th. This is a lot of likes under a video right here. 41,000 likes. This 33,000 likes says, this isn't about protecting creators. This is about protecting corporations and media companies and the White House official YouTube channel. This is the stupidest update in YouTube history. Let's listen to more of this video right here. This is so people. I'm very, very thankful that there's a lot of people weighing in on here that can see exactly what this is. This is a clear lie.
And after analysis, they did see a reduction. So the update from YouTube is that the dislike button is staying, but the dislike counts will now be private. You can still dislike videos, and that action will be used to tune your own recommendations, but you won't be able to see the dislike count. Only the creator can find it on the back end if
and we're not done with the excuses. Stay tuned.
They want. Now, a few common questions we saw from the initial experiment. First, without a public dislike count, how can viewers tell if a video is worth watching? Again, I kind of have this question too, but it turns out that while viewers might use the dislike count to give them a sense of a video's worth, when the teams looked at the data across millions of viewers and videos in the experiment, they didn't see a noticeable difference in viewership, regardless of whether they could see the dislike count or not.
That is a frickin' lie. You guys answer in this room. Put a 1 in the room if when you go to a video, one of the first things you do is look at the like versus dislike ratio. If the dislike ratio is out of kilter with the like ratio, you just move on to the next video you wanted to take a look at. Sometimes I'll actually click on it because of the dislike, but that's only if it's a CNN, MSNBC, when I know people are clued into the lies that are being disseminated in that video, which makes me want to see the video. Otherwise, if it's something like how to replace the watch battery in your Casio G-Shock, and then I look at it's got 103 dislikes to 2 likes or 13 likes, I go to the next video because I want to learn how to replace the watch battery in my watch. I don't want to waste any time. So there are caveats to, if I see an awfully high dislike ratio and it has something to do with mainstream media or Susan Wojcicki from YouTube, I want to take a look at it because it's probably a video-worthy video to do a video on.
In other words, it didn't really matter if a video had a lot of dislikes or not, they still watched. Next common question.
That's such BS, man. That is such BS. Or like if it's an objectionable video, like Lil Nas X doing the little, lap dance for Satan or whatever, and you want to like use little clips out of it so you can put your own video together to show the absolute hypocrisy of YouTube's terms of service, where it's like, oh, this is, not only do we deem this as family-friendly content, which you would think it wouldn't be. Now, guys, I want you to understand something. I am not calling for the censorship of Lil Nas X. I think he's disgusting. I think a lot of the stuff that Eminem and all these like superstars put out is just utterly disgusting and cringeworthy. I'm not calling for censorship on that, but I do want to point out that it's utter hypocrisy to say that Lil Nas X isn't violating terms of service in some way by doing something. Just he's literally going out of his way to do something graphic, to do something nasty, to push buttons, to desensitize kids. That's clearly against terms of service. But then if you so much as question the VAXX or the bowing down at the altar jab or the mandates or this thing that the Communist News Network put out, all of a sudden, oh, hate speech, violation of terms of service, community guidelines strike.
Can still see the dislike count on the back end. How's that any different? They can see it if they look for it inside Studio Analytics under the engagement tab. But overall, it's much less.
That is so hilarious. Who said that? Who said that? Somebody said something really funny in the chat room just right now. Backlash Mill says, I spend every morning. Oh, Awaken Eye said this. Awaken Eye said, I spend every morning with coffee and disliking all the White House vids. Now, what's going to happen to Awaken AI? You're going to literally scar this person for life because that was what they enjoy doing. Now, YouTube is taking away something somebody enjoys doing. I bet people do enjoy going to the White House just disliking every single video.
Less likely to cause stress and embarrassment if the count isn't visible to the public.
Oh my God.
One more common question. Is this because YouTube Rewind got lots of dislikes?
By the way, if they stick by that right there for the reason to get rid of or hide or make private the dislike, then they can use that same, hey, we want to save you the embarrassment of getting a high dislike ratio. How about in 3 months ago, we wanted to save you the embarrassment of anybody putting anything off color. Oh, excuse me, you can't even say that these days. Anything objectionable in the comment section. We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That'll be the next thing, removing all comments.
No, although there are some...
Wait, let me, this is hilarious. Listen to this.
And one more common question. Is this because YouTube Rewind got lots of dislikes? No, although there are some teams internally who have learned the hard way what it feels like to get lots of dislikes.
Does anybody know what YouTube Rewind is? If you're not familiar with YouTube Rewind, check this out. A lot of people might not be aware of what that is. They put out this stuff that they think is going to be that people are going to love. Watch this. Oh, they dislike. You can't show the dislikes. It got pummeled. It got record dislikes versus likes. This has 3 million likes. I doubt that. Let's all take a moment of silence for the 19 million dislikes before they get removed 13 days ago. That's hilarious. And so this guy says, is it because of the YouTube Rewind dislikes? No. Guess what the answer? Guess what the real answer is? The real answer is absolutely. Absolutely. It's not on the relikes. That's what it's for.
This again is about protecting all creators and making sure they have a chance to succeed and feel safe in doing so. All right, so that's the update. I hope it doesn't cause too much frustration. Honestly, I think you're going to get used to it pretty quickly, and keep in mind other platforms.
What did he just say? Honestly, I think you're going to get used to it pretty quickly. This is the new normal. This is the way it's going to be. Go ahead and get used to it. The frog boiling in the water, man. That's what this is the frog boiling in the water. Guys, thanks for tuning into this premiere here on High Impact Flicks. If you haven't done so already, and before you leave, please hit that like button right there. It really, really helps out a lot. I'll wait. Go ahead. I'll wait. Thanks for joining me on this premiere. I will see you guys in the next video. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with everybody you know. And don't forget to subscribe to my free newsletter over at highimpactflix.com, and join me over on my Here's the Deal channel and my Grease Monkey Videos channel. Those links will be in the description below. I'll see you guys in the next video.